fly, no lie. You know it's bullet.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. It really means, the world to me. Big, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Big.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, that kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him in college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. All right. Happy Monday. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Sizzling News Podcast, man. Look, we got a lot to talk with y'all about today. We're going to be recapping the past action from Week 5, looking ahead to Week 6. I don't know if Week 6 is as good as Week 5, man, but we had our content creators. Everybody was all over the place, man. Julian was doing his thing when he was at QB Marcus, was recapping it, hitting it with the biggest storylines he had. Bacon and me were both at Bowden versus Hurd County, one of the best games of the week from when I looked at all the scores. I don't feel like there's a game that topped this one, man. So we got a lot to talk about today. And, QB Marcus was saying he's been right on the picks. We're going to go through the picks. We're going to make our picks for this week. And we'll go through everything else in our top performers, man. So, look, before we start the show, remember that this show is brought to you by Empower. Empowered for Life, man. Shout out to Derek Teagle, who does a great job. He's sponsoring our show. So I'm going to run our ad here before we get started. Give me 1 sec, guys. One moment before we bring everybody in. There it is right there. Y'all go check that out. Obviously, Empowered for Life, man. Shout out, obviously, to Empowered for Life. I cannot find the ad for whatever reason, though. Oh, that is annoying. Let me see. Hold on.
Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting, that wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life.
All right, y'all. Do y'all have it, man? Appreciate y'all tuning in for that, man. Just want to give our sponsor a shout out. Sorry, the audio was acting up, but again, we got to give love to our sponsor for the show. But yeah, man, that's going to do the ad, man. So without further ado, let's not waste no more time. Make sure you get empoweredforlife.com with obviously that link down there, man. But let's bring everybody on, man. Let me start with my co-host, Arvon Bacon, the Bacon Network. What's going on, brother? I think you muted.
How's everybody doing, man? Appreciate you having me on, bro.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? How's everything going?
Hey, I'm good. I'm actively pumping to the socials right now, man. So we know what I'm saying. Go ahead and bring Mark on, brother.
Love to see it. Love to see it, man. We're going to bring on our other co-host, man. Rising star in the game, man. QB Marcus. What's up, partner? What's going on?
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, brother. Appreciate you coming on.
Always, man. As long as we talk, we talking football, so I gotta join in, man.
For sure. Now look, Mark, don't hate me. I don't know. Everybody else has been. I mean, we got a little group chat going called the podcast crew. You see, I've been sending the links out.
Oh yeah.
So hey, I don't know. People have been MIA, been missing in action. So I don't know. Everybody's been getting their links though. So I do want to put that out there. A little PSA. Everybody's been getting links.
Hey, the show must go on, man.
There you have it. So must go on. All right, man. So let's go ahead and start off the show this way. Let's talk about them game picks, man. Let's start off there, man. The records for week 5, man. So who want to know how they did first?
All right, peep game. I'm on a hot streak. I think I'm like 7-1. Just want to put it out there for the record.
Hell no.
Start off a little slow. But since that slow start, hey, turn things around.
I go first then.
All right, Mark. So Mark, a decent week, okay week for you. Went 5-5 this week, brother. 5-5. You had it. Let me see. You picked it up towards the end. You had like a rough start, and then you got hot towards some of the middle of the picks, and then you kind of tapered off. But you went 5-5, brother.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay.
Bacon, you want to know your tally, brother?
Hey, go ahead and educate the people, man. Tell them the whole story though. Don't just tell them about the whole. Don't just tell them about the overall. Tell them about the progression, the rise.
Brother, you was well. You went. What's your name at? You also went 5-5. You started off 0-3. you heated up a little bit. Went 3-3, and then you tapered off a little bit and went 5-5.
Heating up.
And then Jew, I think Jew's getting acclimated. Jew, you also went 5-5.
We all went 5-5.
Y'all all went 5-5.
With a different.
Hey, it's interesting then.
It's interesting, but I went 7-3. I told you.
I mean, that can be an easy comeback.
That's true. Y'all only two behind the 8 ball. So Mark, that ain't too bad. But I try to tell y'all boys about Milton. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell y'all
Milton.
Yeah, you did pick Milton, but I tried to tell you y'all pick BT. I tried to tell y'all, and then Mark, I got a special one for you. Hold on, let me pull this up as we recap week 1. And I got a comment too, Marcus. So I know people is tapped into the show.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, I know people is tapped in, man. But Mark, I got to get your reaction, man. You took somebody on Friday.
Yeah,
and,
Noonan.
No.
Oh.
We gonna get Noonan.
You already know what the motion is.
That's the game we gonna talk about. Cause I think we all got that wrong. Because we all took Noonan to win.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
what they showed us. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about that one because I know you took a team from Cobb, and I just want to ask Marcus, how you feeling about this result?
Oh yeah. Man, yeah. That's probably one of my first hardest takes that I got wrong. So I'm admitted to it. But hey, North Cobb, they get into region. I guess they said enough is enough. They got a huge game this week versus North Paulding.
OTV.
But, I just felt like I don't know the inconsistency with Walton is, but I mean, that's a lot. 41-7 is a lot. So, all the North Cobb fans, man, if I offended anybody, y'all know what type of season that y'all having right now. Y'all probably didn't expect 41 points. But hey, it is what it is. Enough is enough. Shane Queen said enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, that is not good. So
that'll do it. Go ahead, Bacon.
3 interceptions?
3 interceptions. Look at the box score. Christian Peacock, 3 interceptions, man.
Yeah, that's not good. So
I
take that L.
I like Peacock. I mean, I went with North Cobb, man. Jew was talking about how they was gonna let me down. I said, man, look, man, we seen this team during the summer. We know they lost a lot and lost Ward brothers. We know the Peacock brothers is good, but North Cobb is a top to bottom team. So I mean, I didn't think it was well. Coming into the season, I think we all would have thought that their score would have been like this, but seeing how things have been up and down for North Cobb, we could have seen like maybe it could have been maybe a 14, 17 point spread, but for them to clear 30, or high 20s, I'm saying that's tough. But they getting the job done. Maybe this is a trajectory they spinning the ball, I'm saying, down the lane and bowling strikes.
Maybe. Let me go give a shout out. 'Cause I know she be tuning into the show. Mama Gerard, hey, I always believed in your son. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and try to act funny. I always believed in your son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he got to see my soliloquy to him. I'm glad he got a chance to see that, and he balled out. And I told everybody, just be patient with Teddy. He gonna show you who the real Teddy is. Too bad you ain't on here, because you be giving him, be not showing him no love. You know what I'm saying? Come from all the time. I try to tell y'all, like, oh, Ward go in there, you're not being on North Cobb. North Cobb is on that series. Besides that year, they went to the championship game. Put some respect on North Cobb. Walden's a good team. Walden will be back this year. They're gonna go through their little runs because the team's young. I still believe in, obviously, their head coach, Coach Bruner.
Absolutely.
But North Cobb, hey, gotta stop sleeping on Teddy, man. They'll get better. But like you said, I'm with you, Mark. Big week coming up against North Paulden. How do they handle business against them?
Yep.
100%. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's continue on. So we got the records out of the way. Bacon, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, man. We got some highlights from this game, but what is your reaction to the big time upset win for Hurt County over Bowden, 29-28? We were at the game. Just what was your thoughts on that?
The biggest takeaway is with Caden Prothro's not in the game for Bowden, man. They're not as overpowering. You know what I mean? Because we play one that ball, nobody else is going to be like rarely 6'1", or they just have the same height to weight ratio. So he can overpower the team and could really open up, the quarterback and their fast paced offense. When he's on the sideline, I think he was out with a hamstring injury, if I'm not mistaken. You really got to see her kind of really work their offense. You know what I mean? Ethan Tisdale is advertised. You know what I mean? Big time, clutch, stay locked in. Coach talked very highly of his game. Taylor had a crazy catch in the first quarter. But just overall, man, Hurt County is a solid team. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Tinker, little team, man, came up big with a game-saving PBU.
Speaking of Bacon, let's go ahead and play that sound from head coach Shane Lassiter, man, after the game was over.
Told me off the air that I want to get out there for the folks that don't know, but Ethan Tisdale had a night. He nearly had 4 rushing touchdowns. He had 3. He was super special today. But you said, Coach, it's not going to look good in the box score. It's not going to look good for recruiting. But you asked him to do something tonight. What was that you asked him? What did he deliver?
Yeah, the biggest thing is we told them, with Ethan, is we wanted him to hold the football, be super ball security because we were rolling, and it may not look great for him. We may not put the ball in the air all night, and we may have to just run the rock with our running back and control the line of scrimmage. And what we needed him to do was to manage everybody's composure, have great ball security, and then whenever he got the opportunity to pull it, that we wanted him to take off running and have those physical football yards. It wasn't going to look good in recruiting. He's not going to light up the scoreboard, but he is a winner, and that's all he has ever done is find a way to win, and he did exactly what I asked him tonight. He's just like your king guy. Hey, he's just that guy. Whatever it takes. He might need to throw for 400 one night. He may not put it in there another night, and he's just fine with that, and that's what makes him so special.
Mute, my friend.
Great soundbite from Coach Shane Lassiter, man. Enjoyed talking to him. Enjoyed the hospitality, man. It reminded me a little bit of Houston County, man. When you go down there and you watch one of their games, just a similar feel. Probably not as big as Houston County was, but a real just communicative just environment, man. Felt almost at home. I mean, great fans, great coaching staff, great administration. Really enjoyed being out there. But yeah, man, I mean, to be down 28-17, I know Prothro went down, but the ability to just be able to fight back in that game and to put up touchdowns, to lean on Ethan Tisdale, who you didn't actually throw the ball a lot. You leaned on him in the ground game, him in number 1. I thought it was a valiant effort, beating one of the teams you always see every year, man, and to come out on top. That was a big victory for them. It doesn't really go too much into like the rankings when I say that in terms of they're in different classifications, right? Bowden's Class Division 2, Class Division 1 is Hurd County, but still a really good win to help propel you forward, for the rest of the season, man. I thought them boys gave all they got. Talked about Ahmad Tinker with that obviously late PBU, but just closing out the game with the rushing attack on the offensive line and leaning on Bowden, I think said a lot, man, and big time victory for them.
For sure, big time. Definitely, man. Any
All
thoughts?
right, cool. All right, QB Marcus, this one is for you, a headline. You asked on your Instagram, you said, is Hillgrove the best team in Cobb County? So I'm going to let you get that one, brother. What is your thoughts on that, and why did you pose that headline?
So for the most part, consistency. This team has been very consistent for the last 2 years. Accordingly, man, the offense is moving. Donovan Mack, I think one of the most underrated quarterbacks when it comes to Cobb County, and he's getting the job done, being that front runner at quarterback for Hillgrove. On the defensive side, guys, Hillgrove was a top 10 defense in the classification of 6A last year. So they got a lot of guys returning when it comes to playing defense. Meanwhile, they picked up a corner, Jaden James, to solidify on the other side of Chris Wells. So you talking about a team that's gaining rapport. They're doing a good job so far this season, undefeated season. But I think they're waiting for McEachern. That game, when they play McEachern, will really be the telltale of everything. But overall, this team is they massacre all the Cobb County teams. They pretty much do what they're supposed to do. This team is really good. They got Tyler Worley on the team. That he's a great defensive guy. Jameson on the D line. Chris Carbon. So they have a lot of guys to pretty much have a good team this year. They went deep in the playoffs. They lost to Carrollton, of course. So this team, man, they got a lot of vengeance, and they're ready to go.
How far you got them going, Mark?
It really depends on the side of the bracket who they play. Truth to be told, I think this team can pass between the first and second round, make it to the third round. It just depends who they play. The first couple games they play in the playoffs. But this defense, they're no sleeper. They get to the ball, they get to the quarterback. They some mean guys up front, man.
100%, man. All right, man. Great take by Marcus, man. Most slept on team, or best team, in Cobb County. Great take by him. All right, let's keep it rolling, man. It's a question for all of us, obviously in your headlines as well, Mark. But a good question, man. Northgate. Gosh, I always do that. There it is. All right, Northgate has to be studied with this 4-0 start. So big win against Noonan. They put up 35. I think a great headline. Just what's your thoughts on Northgate Bacon? I'm gonna start with you, man. Is it time for us to become believers in Northgate in this 4-0 start?
Yeah, man. I think it's time. You know what I mean. They got a good coach, Coach Kevin Witt, man. Got a great staff. I'm saying Coach Ogletree, but as you see in the picture, man, got a quarterback. You know what I mean? Who's you know what I'm saying? Ledger Clemens, who can throw the ball. You know what I mean? Who's coming to his own. But I think the star of the show, man, is not Ethan Tidd, Woody. Can't remember his last name right now, but Woody, number 22, running back. Big time just received his first offer this weekend from Georgia State. I'm saying, of course, we know about Bryson Davies, you know what I'm saying, the leader of that defense. You got King Stickle on the back end. So this is a team that's got a lot of athletes, a lot of weapons at their disposal. And from what I hear, they had the way with Noonan in the trenches. And that was going to be my question mark going into this game, which is why I led towards the Cougars, you know what I'm saying, obviously with them playing at home as well. But, you know what I'm saying, for them to be, you know what I'm saying, to them to have their way with them in the trenches, knowing they got Rodney Colton, you know what I mean, Josiah Smith, you know what I'm saying, Romel Willis, you know what I mean, that says a lot about how they've been coached. They got bringing in a lot of coaches that teaches them the game. So I think it is time now to take Northgate very serious. I think they got a good chance to possibly, I gotta look at their schedule, but they got a good chance to probably only have like maybe 2 to 3 losses. So they're gonna be a high seed, probably have their first home game in a while. So I think it is time to take the Northgate Vikings very serious.
And then last thing from Marcus' reaction too, just what does it say to the guys on the team like Keaton Stiegel, obviously Davies, who's committed to Marshall, them sticking it out? They could have left after last year and they had a tough year, but decided to stick it out, and now kind of just reaping the fruits of their labor, being able to get to this 4-0 start, 1-0 record in the region, and in prime position to make a playoff berth.
Yeah, very true. They could have left. I believe I was reading Bryson's his feature in the AJC, one of the players of the week from last week. They take it very personally. I mean, they understand that Northgate is the school that's forgotten about. You know, what I mean, it doesn't get a lot of the funding that East Carolina and Noonan do. But they take it on the chin, especially with Coach Kevin Whitley. Talked to him a couple times. He just trying to reset that culture, getting teachers to buy in, and like if say if kids doing certain things, let them know about it so he can deal with that on the practice field. So it starts from the head down, him reshaping the culture. But those players, like you said, one to buy in, one is there and understanding, you know what I'm saying, what's at stake in the county, playing with a chip on their shoulder. So I think it's a collective thing. It's a real family orientation over there.
Got you. All right, gonna bring in June now. I think he's ready to go. But Mark, what's your reaction to just, obviously a great headline by you, but just, Northgate at 4-0?
Well, it's kind of surprising, obviously, when a team that went 1-9 last year and now they're 4-0. So obviously they're buying in, and the 1-9 season was Coach Whitley's first year, kind of experiment years to understand his players, which he's doing that obviously this year. They got a tremendous coaching staff. They really do to rely on Coach Whitley, but this team was very, very young last year. Very, very young last year within the competitive region. So and they actually had to start, we're talking about Heath and all these guys that they actually experienced this region already. So on top of that, they see, we already see these types of things. So, okay, let's go compete. And I think that is the main reason why they're pretty much winning, because they experienced stuff already. They're already getting it done. This team will make the playoffs. And I'm sure I talked to a couple of, students at the school. They didn't expect this team to go 4-0, so from people in the school didn't expect the school to win these many games. That says a lot, obviously, but they next games, they play Banneker, they play McIntosh, they play Monroe. They still got to play Langston, Dutchtown, and Lovejoy. But this team, they headed in the right direction. I can say they submitted right now. They submitted to me for going forward. So I tip my hat for a person like me that I predicted them to go 1-9 again. So just congratulations to the coaches and the players. To keep a steady mindset of believing in your coaches, believing in the motto, man. So shout out to everybody at Northgate, man, and they're doing fantastic things over there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, great points by both of y'all, man. Like I said, 4-0. Woody Cicchini is the guy you're talking about. Over 608 yards rushing already, making on the season, 8 touchdowns as a sophomore. He could be a guy to continue to watch moving forward. The receiver is doing a fantastic job. I want to give him a shout out. Gill, 12 catches, 271 yards, and 2 tubs. He's looked good so far early in the season. And obviously, defensively, you got 2 guys that are hungry, in Siegel and obviously Davies. So that makes a difference. But yeah, definitely a team that has your attention. They play obviously in 5A, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out. But it could be a tough out when it comes playoff time. I'm not gonna see how far they're gonna go, but definitely a tough out when you're able to do that.
100%.
What's up, Julian?
Shit, man. Trying to find these tight ends who want to come and play on the blue. Stop going to all these losing schools. You want to come to the winningest program in FBS, most conference championships in most last 25 years, most 10-win seasons, or you want to be a loser?
I'm dead.
That's what it's about. You want your child to be in FBS, you think he got what it takes, y'all need to holler at me. Send your child to me. You want him to play for some winners. You tired of all that losing.
Yeah,
Who was the loser this past weekend?
What do you say?
Somebody got up. Oh, Virginia Tech. Jesus Christ. That was embarrassing. Yeah.
I can't with Julian, bro. But all right, Mark, I'm going to start with you, man. Big injury. Obviously, they got beat pretty good. Norfolk Coney beat Jefferson 35-0. That was one of the ones you was right on. I think I was the only one here that took Jefferson. But big injury for, obviously the Dragons, man. They lose their star player, Max Brown. Brother Sammy Brown plays both sides of the ball, but ended up announcing on his Instagram a knee injury he sustained during their loss. So he's out for the year. What is you guys' reaction to that?
Well, it's a huge, it'll be a huge loss because everything they do is catered to around him. So they have to, and speaking of a high caliber player like himself, it's going to be a tough loss for Jefferson, even though it was a physical game. So, it's just, I'm just lost for words at this point. You would have never kind of expected that, for a player that stays healthy, during, his high school career, really. So, just sad really for the area.
For sure. What about you, Bacon?
I mean, he accounts for, you know what I'm saying, 427 all-purpose yards. I'm sure multiple tackles, multiple TFLs. I mean, this is probably like a lot of the team's production. So it's unfortunate. Only thing you can hope for the Jefferson Dragons that they, take a rally behind a loss like this, and understand it's not going to be one guy that's going to fill Max's position. It's going to be a collective. So, hopefully this galvanizes his team together and sparks something, because crazy things have happened in the game of football. But we'll wish him a speedy recovery for sure.
100%. I mean, yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery, and obviously hope he can, get back, man. I've always enjoyed my relationship with him, man. Praying for you, Max, man. Great family, you, your pops, your moms, Becca Brown. Shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all always treated me with utmost respect and faith. Always appreciate y'all giving me an open door to you and your family. So wish you a speedy recovery, brother, and let you be back on the gridiron here pretty soon. All right, let's keep it rolling, man. With the headlines. Do you have any reactions, you, to your record before we move on?
What was
Is
the
he
record?
froze?
I think he is froze. I can hear him.
You see me now?
No.
You got to leave, come back probably.
Mm-hmm. Nah, still froze.
No. I'm about to leave. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm about to leave and come back. What's my record though?
5-5.
5-5. Oh, that's good for somebody who was just talking. Your record.
Everybody was 5-5 except me.
What was your record?
7-3.
Cap.
That's why I documented it. That's why I documented it. So y'all can see it.
Hey,
Well,
since you pick Jefferson to win, you get an automatic 5 extra losses.
No.
So you were 7-8.
You automatically get a 5 extra loss and pick a Walton to beat North Cobb. How about that one?
No, I don't.
I thought everybody picked North Cobb besides me.
No, he picked Walton.
Wow.
So disappointed. I got it all.
Man, North Cobb.
That's why I write it down.
North Cobb was cursed.
Yeah, I bet you did. And they put 41 on them boys.
You didn't pick North Cobb. You picked Walton.
I got the document. Look at the bottom of the document. You picked Walton, and Mark, you picked Walton. I have it all. That's why.
They probably lost because he threw 3 interceptions.
Hey, say what you want. They still lost the game.
I know. I'm just saying, like.
I know why they won. One of Nigel's best friends was listening to this, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna step up this week, and I'm gonna throw me some touchdowns." That's why.
Hey,
but guess what? He ain't listening right now. So next week, I don't know.
Julius a hater.
Leave and come back, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna leave and come back with a little bit more hate. Y'all just give me some time.
This man is on fire, G.
Certified hater, bro. I swear, certified hater. All right, man. Let's keep going. I just want to give a records update. Mark or Jew, just before I give the Middle of South Georgia update, did y'all have any just headlines? I know we went through a couple of them, Marcus, but any big takeaways y'all had from the week before we move on?
Basically, it was a kind of a strange week, really. Not too much, to come into it, obviously, but Chambly beat Decatur, which I don't think anybody in the whole state of Georgia would have at least thought Chambly would have beat, a coach, a well-coached team like Decatur. So that one was a big takeaway for me. So, but that's pretty much it, really.
Okay. Chambly beating Decatur. So is that, real quick, Mark, is that more just Chambly being an upset or Decatur playing terrible? Like what do you think that result was the cause of?
I think Decatur was just playing terrible. Because like I'm saying again, that Chambly is really not supposed to beat anyone in that region when it comes to that. So, and you talking about Decatur, you're talking about a team that had 8+ wins in the last 4 years, and you're going against a team that can't win more than 4 games. That's probably they didn't really play how they were really supposed to have been playing. It's been an up and down season for Decatur so far. I don't know what's the issue, but they got to get it together.
I agree. Jude, did you?
I know what's the issue.
Go ahead.
They lost their superhero. What you call him? What's his nickname?
Hercules.
Exactly. They lost their superhero. That's why they losing. You just lost a 1,000-yard rusher, and y'all lost like 2 or 3 other guys. Decatur is not they need to do it. Decatur does not have a pipeline of like great talent, and they need to do what every other city school does, and we all know what that is. So let's go on to what you were saying, Naj.
No, I was throwing to you, Drew. I was just if you had any big headlines, you usually got something good for us. Just something that caught your eye over the weekend, just a result.
Oh, Douglas County can't stop the run again. We need to get Darrell on here. Darrell, come back on here. Somebody, can y'all? Let me go. Hold on. I still didn't find him. I thought he was over there. Somebody look for Darrell and tell him to come back on here and tell us why they cannot stop the run. It's players that are highly rated that are not playing like highly rated players. So now everybody thinking, oh, it's just a size thing, which I've been new. And Mike Johnson, mama on Facebook going crazy. She pouring her heart out because the Douglas County parents and fans hang on her son. Hey, it's Douglas County. That's what happens when you don't deliver, baby. Last quarterback they had was Syer Hardaway, the boy who was 5'9.5", threw for 3,000 yards. Wasn't a whole lot of hate on him.
The boy was tough.
Facts.
Yeah,
but my thing is
what it is. Yeah, go ahead.
My thing is, and Julian is right, but my thing is, I understand it's high school football, but I'm saying for the standpoint, okay, hypothetically, Mike, he's going to Utah and she goes to a game, that's going to happen. Like sometimes we got to step into the reality and understand, like you play one of the most focal point position in football, which is quarterback. So when people say things, it's going to happen. That's what you sign up for. That's what's going to happen. So when it's expectations for a school that is trying to be a powerhouse or whatever, and things are not expected to a spectator's way, they're going to say something. And it's freedom of speech. You can't control what people are saying, but that's football. You go to an NFL game, they're going to say, "Oh, you suck." It's going to happen. So I look at it at a standpoint was if he was doing what he's supposed to do, people wouldn't probably say these negative things, so it's a give and a curse, but it's football, ladies and gentlemen. This what we pay our money to go see, and it's Georgia. It's a lot of this is the biggest state when it comes to football. So
yeah, because they did it to what's the boy that ran away? DJ Bordeaux. That's why he ran away. Look, you play for a nationally ranked team. Like Marcus said, they have high expectations. And then on top of that, if you can't take it, it is what it is. Don't get on Facebook crying about it because it's going to get a lot worse when you go to college. That's when he's getting paid. It's going to get a lot worse. And when you mess up, you ain't messing up in front of like 2,000 people. You messing up in front of a few 100,000 people. And they're going to be taking you out on Twitter.
I don't disagree with y'all points. They're very valid. Y'all bring up a great point. You're going to face way more scrutiny when you go off to college, especially going to a D1 program like Utah. I mean, you see nationally ranked right now in the AP poll. Big game coming up this weekend against Texas Tech. So y'all 100% right. I don't think as a family, or I don't think as Mike is probably not used to that. Played at Dutchtown last year, right? Dutchtown not getting them same eyes that Douglas County's getting. So I think it's been an acclimation process as well. But y'all right. I don't disagree. Y'all 100% right.
But Dutchtown, he was a superhero.
But he was the top player at Dutchtown.
I agree, y'all right. He was top player at Dutchtown. What I'm telling y'all is Dutchtown not getting the same eyes that Douglas County is getting. That's what I'm trying to say.
At the time, he was winning.
What they were, well, you talking about like eyes as far as like national attention, expectations.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I agree.
I see what you're saying, Naj. And the thing is, okay, he's ranked as a star for a reason, right? He was winning at Dutchtown for a reason, which he's a talented player. So when you surround yourself around other talented players, like what he's doing at Douglas County, and you're not exceeded to that expectation, that means something is pretty. I feel like, me personally, I know he's a child and I know he's a kid, but he's in a grown man's game, which he's highly
He's not
recruited.
no child. He ain't no kid.
Well,
that boy is 17 years old. He's a legal adult. He got tattoos. He about to go get paid $50,000-$60,000. That is a grown man, a legal adult.
What I'm saying,
when that thing went down at, when that thing went down at with Bowden and Carrollton, them kids, they said juvenile. Then they named the other kids, quote unquote kids, and they put 17, but he had his full government name in there because 17 is when you an adult, so he ain't no child no more. So yeah,
okay, like I was saying, I'm not trying to get off topic off the show. What I'm saying is that once you're a great player and you surrounding yourself around other good players, it's a certain expectations from a spectator to be like, hey, he needs to do this and he needs to do that. You know, that's the norm. Like, you expect somebody to do this after their career was somewhere else, they was doing better. It needs to be some expectation like, man, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. So I don't know what's going on at Douglas County. It needs to be fixed, and it's not looking good. They got a quarterback issue. It's sad when all three quarterbacks are playing in one game. It needs to be fixed. I don't know what's the issue. It's not good. So
they don't have a quarterback issue. They just not a nationally ranked caliber team. They only struggle against who? Good team. But they're about to run through and smash everybody on the rest of their schedule. Mike Johnson probably going to throw for 235 yards a game. He's going to probably average around 60, 70 rushing yards a game. And he's going to look like an all-star. They about to run through everybody. They just not good enough to play with the biggest and baddest in Georgia.
I agree. And I said that
issues with Buford, a nationally ranked team. And then who was the other people they had issues with? Langston, another nationally ranked team. And they probably going to go to the semifinals at worst in 5A. So he just struggled against good teams. The whole team struggled against good teams.
But it's not because of that. I said this the first segment. I said they gave up so many points defensively. Did I not say that? And then I was like, oh, we only gave up versus this team and that. Those teams wasn't nationally ranked. That was the point that I made.
Same thing that was going on last year. So really, Douglas County really just the same team they were last year.
Hold on, let's bring in Bacon had a thought. Let's bring in Bacon just on this discussion.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, it needs to be studied a lot more because we looked at Sire Hardaway. I believe he was a 3-year starter, not a 4-year starter. So, you know what I'm saying, why does it take for somebody to be in that system for a long time and spending time for them to pick the offense? You know what I'm saying? We said DJ Bordeaux, same thing. Without Mike Johnson would be a little different. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. So when we look at the freshman, is that the guy we're waiting on? Is it maybe it's Dice when he steps in next year, or is it the freshman quarterback? But that needs to be taken a look at.
Yeah, they need to start looking at players. Can he play ball? This is not recruiting. This is not size. Because out of the 3 quarterbacks they don't have, the best one is the one who got what? No stars. The best one is the one who not getting what? Official visits to these big schools. Sire Hardaway is at Clayton State.
Clayton State.
Going crazy.
Come on now. And he was the best one. 3-year starter. 5'9.5". Just go get ball players. Get ball players. That's it. And then I saw Gainesville and Carrollton. Peyton Zachary, 5'2", 5'2.5", out there balling on both sides of the ball. He's an extension of the run game for Joy King. Screen passes, turn it up the field, get a first down right now. But then he was at safety balling. He got a pick. It was a penalty. They called it back. Kareem Hughley threw up another one. He got a pick and took it like 80, 90 yards to the house. And I was like, what the hell is going on? But Kareem Hughley, he played a good game. He is a very good quarterback. Like, that was my 3rd time seeing him. Very good, great pocket composure. He's accurate. He mitigates losses. He doesn't make dumb decisions. And Carrollton's defense is just like that. They're really, really good. When Kareem was completing passes and marching down the field, it wasn't like people were wide open. People had to make plays. They had to catch the ball on somebody because they weren't open. So Carrollton's defense is way better than I expected them to be. And I didn't have that expectation that they would be that, because Gainesville, they had 22 points or 21 points, but they only scored twice on offense. You got Nigel Newkirk. You got Kareem. You got Cam, what's his name? Cameron James, Furman commit at tight end. That's probably top 10 my favorite players in Georgia. You got I think his last name is Phillips, number 2 at receiver. And Porterfield, he was coming in clutch. He's doing way better than what he was doing at Alpharetta. Like he had Gainesville. But you got all these players, but you can only score twice.
Right.
Yeah, Carrollton defense is like that, bro. And they defense, damn near that whole defense is new. And then Carrollton's offense, CJ Cypher is that guy. Like he's top 15 best quarterbacks in Georgia right now. I don't care what nobody say. And the other quarterback, he got some burn towards the end. He was really getting in on running plays, but it was really towards the end when Joey King was like, you know what? This game is wrapped up. That's when he started to play. But he did get in on the clutch drive, but most of his burn was at the end. And in Gainesville defense, they have to do better. Yeah, they want to make a run at 5A. I don't see them going to the semifinals.
No, 100%. I think Carrollton is probably the most in shape team in football. A lot of their players play both ways. Ryan Williams, CJ Gamble was playing on offense. Caden Spratling, I think, playing on offense. Did Logan, I think it maybe just on the defensive end. But Kawhi Felder, you know what I'm saying, playing a little D tackle, you know what I mean? So they shout out to that, you know what I'm saying, to the Carrollton staff, you know what I'm saying, for getting these kids in shape, getting them mentality right. They're going to go into a grueling long season, especially. I want to see how they hold up going into the postseason. I know they're going to probably be all right regular season, but that you know I'm saying, that playoffs where you're playing more, saying eye level competition, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see them going. I don't see Gainesville going deep, but I can see Carrollton surprising somebody. I can see Carrollton being Buford. To be honest with you,
Facts, big facts.
All right, y'all know we're gonna have a guest here in a second. Let me get through this Middle Georgia.
You found him? You found a real?
No, like I told Mark at the beginning, I've sent the links out to our regular people. Nothing I can do. I personally DM it and I send it in our podcast crew group chat. So I don't know. But
should I FaceTime him?
You want? You can.
Ray, where the hell you at? Nah, just playing.
Facts. But all right, man. Let me go ahead and get some credit, man. To Lowndes. Lowndes, big time victories, man. They led 24-0 at halftime. Jace Johnson, 8 of 11, 167 and 3 tubs. They also rushed for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. 38-7 victory over Kale. So big victory for them. Well, Dawson beat South Gwinnett 41-3. Marcus Fennell, he rushed for 114 yards, 3 tubs, and 17 carries. Deron Foster was 105 yards and 2 touchdowns on 26 carries. 2 quarterbacks for 13 for 15 for 188 yards. And Prince Jean had 7 catches for 121 yards. All right, Colquitt beat Lee County. Crazy stat here, y'all. Colquitt was up at 1.22-0 against Lee County, but they stormed all the way back with a running clock in order to kind of make this thing interesting. Jay Lamar rushed for 162 yards and 3 touchdowns in the game on 22 carries, and he caught 2 TD passes as well. Thomas County Central, who I think is the best team in 5A, they beat Bainbridge 49-0. They led 42-0 at the half. Jalen Johnson, 9 of 11, 160 and 3 touchdowns, 2 to Ronnie Dunbar, who is the Pittsburgh commit. Lee County, obviously we talked about earlier, they lost to Colquitt County 43-36. Jaden Upshaw, 8 catches, 114 yards, and Marcus Snipes had 192 yards passing. Houston County beat Tiff County. Ryan Maxwell, 326 yards passing and 5 tubs. MJ Mathis had 8 catches for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ware County, Peach, and LaGrange each had bye weeks. And that is your middle to South Georgia update. I enjoy doing that. I know you guys are Atlanta-based, especially Marcus, and obviously especially Julian. But, hey, look, we're trying to expand the horizon. Like to hit all over the state, man. Middle and South.
At some point it's going to get there to me, so it's okay.
Man, I know about some players. Caden Kennett, Cartersville.
That's north.
Yeah, Mr. Bombs, Lyndon Worthy. That's Worth County.
There you go. That's one. Okay, that's one.
Yeah, and since South Carolina and Georgia basically the same state outside of Atlanta, Jaden Worth. Shout out to my dog. What dog? He's dominating out there in Dutch Fork. Come to see him against Irmo October 31st. They said that's the biggest game. I got to get there 3 hours early because it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be people tailgating, and it's gonna be a lot of traffic getting into that game.
There it is. You're gonna have to give us the update when you come back.
What you mean? Give y'all the update? One of y'all coming with me? Y'all gonna see this game? I ain't about to drive up there by myself.
When is the game?
October 31st.
Oh,
Oh,
Halloween.
for Halloween. Oh shoot. I don't think I got nothing scheduled for that week. Okay. I might
Yeah,
have to
since you a beat writer for Milton and Georgia Tech, and they talking about getting him at Georgia Tech, you might well come with me. I'm gonna go get the van. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come down there and we're gonna split this driving time.
This man's a clown, bro.
We're gonna put Marcus in the back. Somebody was like, it's like, how old, who is Marcus? They was watching the show. It's Corey Hadley, daddy. Talking about who is Marcus? You look about 10 years old.
Appreciate that, man.
Keeping the skin tight.
I guess.
That's that baby on Vaseline.
Whoa. Speaking of baby oil, Vaseline, this
that
show
low?
is sponsored by. Oh, I don't got it on me. Never mind.
Damn, man, you used them all, huh?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
You know this show we sponsored by, so I can never use them all. It's unlimited packs.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the next guest, man?
It's all good. While we waiting for him, let's real quick before we bring on our guest. Let's go through our top performers of the week, man. Bacon, I'm gonna start with you.
Top performer of the week. What's the man with Mr. Cam Wood?
You're always taking mine, man.
Hey man.
I'm taking my people.
First, brother. Cam Wood 4 touchdowns, brother, getting it done.
It's your own peoples, man.
What you mean, dog?
It's
It's
your own
Carrollton.
people. Get your own people. I'm always putting in the group, and every time I do, you always taking mine.
All right, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll revert back. You know what I'm saying? We'll go eat the Tisdale, brother. You know what I'm saying? You can just, you know what I'm saying? Act like I didn't even say that. We'll go eat the Tisdale. Actually, we'll go Woody Shinetti. Woody Shinetti out of North Bay doing his thing. I'm saying I think 20 yards on the ground in primetime matchup. Got the win on the road in Noonan.
Anybody else? That's it? Just one?
Oh, I got 3, but
I got multiple too. I'm just trying to make sure for me and you go, Mark.
Who's gonna say we'll reject you first?
No, that's mine.
I wasn't. But for the most part, I got a shout out to Zion Crawford. Zion Crawford is a DB at Hateville. He ended up with 2 interceptions. He's the front leader of that defense for Hateville. They play Westlake this week, so shout out to Zion Crawford. Quarterback Cam Anderson for Douglas County coming into the game versus Buford, the number 2 team in the state of Georgia. He came into the game 8 for 14, 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. So shout out to Cam Anderson. And he's a freshman. He's a freshman quarterback that's doing this types of things. So shout out to Cam Anderson, bright future. And one, last but not least, I got to go with Nick Peel, the running back at Roswell. He on the side of Trey Smith, man, that backfield is just tremendous. How they can just run the ball. But shout out to Nick Peel, he had 155 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns versus Westlake. So they really went into the lake and really just ran over them. So shout out to when I say run over, like rushing wise. So shout out to Nick Peel and Roswell.
Some great names, Mark. I didn't even think of those, man. Great job. That's what I mean, Bacon. You see how Mark?
Brother. I went down there to Carrollton in spring practice. Got the paper. Damn near both knew that he was at Carrollton, but I don't want to hear nothing. It's in my. I live 30 minutes away from Carrollton.
Bacon, bro. Don't worry about that, bro.
What's up?
I'm only doing the players that I know. Well, not know, but in the city of the form that I know. So
thank you, Mark. Thank you.
And
Mark.
they send me their stats. So.
But Bacon, you have one more again. I'm gonna get you next week. One more again.
Sometimes I don't even be seeing the group, you know what I'm saying? For the regular,
I don't even be looking.
That's on my computer. This is my phone. I got the Android. They don't want to put they don't want to turn the chat green. I understand. It's all love though.
This is why I DM you though. But nonetheless, man, I'm just giving Bacon a hard time, man. But mine is the one you mentioned, obviously, Drew. Cam Wood, obviously big stocky dude, man. 145 yards, and he had 4 touchdowns and a win over Gainesville. Phenomenal effort by him. Will Rejecki, man. I mean, no surprise. Memphis commit. Again, I feel like it's a crime that, I mean, he's going there. No disrespect to Memphis. Memphis is a good program. When I say a crime,
hold on.
You let me finish.
Look. The guy that founded FedEx made a pledge $5 million a year towards that collective. Hey.
I mean,
it's a crime. It's a crime that somebody going to somewhere else other than them. But go ahead.
I always say that it's no disrespect to Memphis. I don't feel like his talent matches Memphis. That's just me. I think he's good. I think he's too good to go to Memphis.
His talent matches that $5 million a year.
That's fine. I just don't think he should be there. I think he should be playing for a Power 4 program. That's me.
And be getting paid less?
No, I think he should make all the money he should, but I'm saying I think he should be playing bigger boy football. What's wrong with that?
If you paying more because you're good, you go with the guy who pay more. Don't go with the guy who pay less.
But it's not always about pay, though. It's also about development. It's also about getting me to the next level.
Because he that guy, he getting paid like that. And Memphis got that money as Anthony Hill.
Who the coach? Ryan Silverfield?
I think so.
I know Parrish and Jay, my recruiting guys up there. I don't know nothing about no head coach. You saw Silverfield, he must be Jewish. That's how they got all that money. Let me stop talking. I see what they be doing to people.
That's tough.
You finna get booted. Anyway, Will Rejecki, 256 yards and 7 touchdowns, man. An incredible effort by him. Again, no surprise, man. This kid does this. He's been electric. He should be up for one of the top players in the country, not state, the country. And he should win all the awards this year, man. He's been doing his thing. Them and Sequoia, Michael Fountain, and so many more, man. Shout out to him. Big time effort. Next up, Houston County quarterback Ryan Maxwell, 23 of 28. Mentioned this out a little bit earlier. 326 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's been electric. He's been doing his thing, man. Big time win for Houston County. Last but not least, Cambridge. As I told y'all boys, it was going to beat Calhoun. Put some respect on Cambridge.
It was a high-scoring game.
27 to 34, 374 yards and 6 touchdowns. Yes, it was a high-scoring game, 52 to 42. I told y'all, Cambridge got that offense. Craig Dandridge also gets my top performer. 11 catches, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Put some respect on that Georgia commit name as well.
He don't even go to Milton. He go to a school by Milton.
I said Cambridge.
Yeah. And I said he don't go to Milton. He just go to a school by Milton.
What does that mean? What? I can't get him no respect? Who else is bringing up Cambridge?
I know why you chose him, bro. Everybody bringing up. I know why you chose him. It's all good.
Here he go. But you just can't admit you was wrong. You told Tyler Calhoun, and you was wrong. That's why I get the winner this week. 73. Put some respect on it. I know.
No one expects 6 touchdowns. Let's be for real. Versus a Calhoun defense, like just
you ain't expected. And the boys showed y'all wrong. The boys showed y'all love. It's all good. The boys was cooking with the fit grease.
What 8 a.m. What classification?
They are 4A.
Oh shit, man! Cartersville. I thought y'all was going to the semifinals. I guess not.
I don't know about some.
You see that? That
look like Cartersville. Who on the right? I can't see that color. That look like yellow.
Is that Clemens?
Nah. That's Brendan. That's Brendan Davis right there, man.
Oh,
Brendan Davis at Buford. My boy Brendan Davis showed up when it came. You know what I'm saying? They score. If you want to score, get a ball to 4. That Aaron Gregory. But Brendan Davis is playing his back off.
Hey, don't sleep on Devin Carter had 100 yards, receiving yards. His debut. He had 100 yards. He did.
I seen him score on the JV corner. Like I was at the game. I seen him against the JV players. That's how they were making their comeback. Bro, they were making a comeback because you saw it. Buford put the JV defense out there.
One thing about Buford, guys, they rotate a lot of people.
They rotate the entire team.
They rotate, like you talking about, like if you like a 1 and 2 guy, you're getting burned in the game. Like they rotate their players, like they really, really do. Maybe because they don't maybe have like star like depth, but they rotate a lot of people. That's one thing I did like.
Hey, my 2 players of the week, my 3 players of the week. We're gonna start off with the shortest. I'm gonna go from the shortest to the tallest. Peyton Zachary, 9 catches, 122 yards. Then he got a pick. They called it back, got another pick, took about 80, 90 yards for a touchdown. Then you got Hayden Kent, Cartersville, who's number 1 on my watch list for 2028, coming into the season. He had 10 tackles. I think he may have led the team in tackles for the 2nd week in a row. As small as he is, probably about 5'8", 145 pounds, might be 5'7". And he had a pass breakup. Then Brendan Davis, he had like 3 or 4 pass breakups against Douglas County. They're my guys. And Brendan Davis, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can.
That's all that matters, brother. Shout out to Brendan Davis, Caden Kent, Peyton Zachary. my players of the week. I would make a graphic for Peyton Zachary, but create with Drake, give him his own highlight, so he's taken care of.
Well, there you have it, man. Top performers of the week, man. Bang, I know you had somebody for 7:30. He's still coming on, or
Yeah, Coach Steph said he might be a little late. He's finishing up with a training session, so he should be on soon. I'll hit him up.
all right, that's a bet. That's a bet. All right. So I guess, man, we'll go ahead and get into some of these game picks, and then we'll just say the rest for our interviews, man, to close out the show, man. So, Mark, hold on, let me see. I try to keep it around 10. Let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 9, Mark. So I'm gonna give you the spotlight. If it's a couple, I'm gonna give you like up to 3 games that you want to highlight and you want to talk about as far as predictions for this week.
The games this week, I mean, besides not on our column, for the most part, North Gwinnett and Parkview, I think that'll be a really underrated game to come into this. Parkview is, how can I say, they a little up and down, but their offense is really doing very good with Jaleel Parham, of course, KJ Cardwell, of course, Greg Hart at quarterback as well. But you got Elam from North Gwinnett at quarterback, Mr. Max Patterson, the tight end, that's doing a phenomenal job for them. This is going to be a real sleeper. I'm expecting a lot of points from this game. So that's a good game to pretty much to at least look for as well. So.
All right, go ahead and give us your game pick, man.
North Gwinnett all the way. North Gwinnett all the way. I feel like it's going to be kind of close in the first half. Then they're going to kind of, disperse. Mazone, the running back for North Gwinnett, man, he's a very sleeper running back that people need to look into. So I have to go with North Gwinnett in this one. So.
All right, Jew.
I'm gonna roll with North Gwinnett. Just long tradition of being disciplined, good coaching, good defense. And Parkview, they don't have no quarterback, and they probably just gonna have to lean on KJ Caldwell to save the day. But North Gwinnett coaches is not dumb. They're just gonna shut that down, stack the box, make them beat you with the quarterback. I'm gonna go with North Gwinnett.
Yeah, I'm third that motion. Got to go North Gwinnett. Just a more complete team. Parkview just doesn't have enough, man. You got to have a team to win in football. It takes all 3 phases of the game.
They got some good players. I thought you mentioned some of them. Mark is just, Parham. They can run the ball. They got Caldwell on the outside. I still think it's a work in progress, though, under Coach Clark. I think he's going to have that team good in another year or two. But I think it's a work in progress. But what North Gwinnett just did to Brookwood, 37-14, with that talented group, yeah, I'm gonna go with North Gwinnett. No disrespect, Brookwood. Brookwood got a good team as well, but just being able to hold them to only 14 points, I think North Gwinnett's defense is something for real. People not talking about it enough. Led by Jake Godfrey and several other high-end players, man. I'm rolling with North Gwinnett as well. All right, there it is. All right, let's go up north, man. Let's go to the next one. Commerce versus Athens Academy.
Say that again.
North Gwinnett versus, not North Gwinnett, I'm sorry. Commerce versus Athens Academy. Who wants to start this one?
Man, I don't know anything about Commerce. I barely know anything about Athens Academy. But what I do know is that they got my boy, young, I don't pick up the phone, young, I don't text back, Keon Standiford, the Georgia Tech commit. I know y'all didn't know, but he committed to Georgia Tech. And he is like 5th in the state in receiving yards behind Terry's favorite, the guy that's committed to the winningest program at FBS right now, and the last 25 years, Boise State. So I'm gonna go with Athens Academy. I'm gonna go with them 28-7. Keon also plays defense, so it's not gonna be a whole bunch of scoring.
Athens Academy is a well-known program. They've been doing it for a long amount of time. Commerce no longer has Jaden Daniels. So I'm going to roll with the Spartans, man. High 17-point win.
Right, Mark.
Okay, yeah, I'm going with the green and white. Commercer, like Commerce. That's the team.
Yeah, the 0-4 team up there by Athens.
Terrible. Yeah, that team's terrible. Give me Athens Academy.
All right, everybody got Athens Academy.
I think Luella beat them. So,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Well, I changed my score prediction 48-0.
Y'all wrong, bro. I'm gonna go Athens Academy too. I agree with Bacon. I think they lost too much. It's a program that is rising. I think though last year they obviously had Jaden Daniels. He did his thing on the gridiron, running the football. They had also just a sniffer back. They just did everything with both sides of the ball. They're just missing a lot. New coach and Lenny Gregory, who was with Collins Hill in their glory days. I think that's a tough matchup on the road at Athens Academy. Last year they gave us a shootout. I believe in Keon Standiford. Just give him the ball in space, let him cook. He's been special, ever since he's been playing varsity. 426 yards this season and 5 tubs. They can run the ball too. A name that people ain't talking about enough is Zay Prince. 650 rushing yards, y'all, at 7 touchdowns. So they can hit you on the outside with Standiford, and they can run the rock as well and impose their will. So I'm going Athens Academy. All right, we'll keep it rolling. No other comments. All right. Hebron Christian versus BT. Who y'all rolling with?
Well,
This is a
can't
tough
go with Hebron Christian because Gavin Hill don't play that no more. So going with Milton. Nah, not Milton. Damn. Did Milton just beat
Look
Blessed
at
Trinity?
Nothing just on your mind. Look at you.
They follow
Milton
me on Instagram. They follow me on Instagram. They say, you want to be a clone, a Nige clone? Trying to put me on the payroll. I'm going to go with Blessed Trinity. Shout out to Bruce Goodman, Cincinnati commit. Shout out to all the Brandon Jacobs family that's down there.
So stupid.
Go ahead, Mark.
Give me Blessed Trinity, man. A physical team. Hebron Christian, they can put up some points, but I think the more physical team going to win this game, which is Blessed Trinity. So give me them.
Baker.
Gotta agree here again, man. I know they got Kyle Fox, but I just think BT's that pass rush unit. I think they're gonna get. I think they're gonna get him off a spot. Possibly create some turnovers. I agree. Just they're gonna be the more physical team on the gridiron. You got to lean that way in terms of the game of football.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm going to lean on BT as well. I like Michael Kyles. He does a really great job coming over from Grayson. He's been having a really stellar season. They got Devon Caldwell in the backfield they can run the ball with. They got Jarvis Matherin, who's one of the most underrated players, I think, of the wide receiver spot, do-it-all player for them. I think it's just tough going up against a blocking up front consistently. And after losing last week, I think they're going to be ready to go and want to prove something for BT, a team that has championship aspirations. So I'm going BT. All right, keeping it rolling. Let's go Parker, Carrollton, Bacon. I'm starting with you.
I really want to go Carrollton here, but I think Parker's going to give Carrollton their first loss only because I just want to see because they got body Cleveland. They got a lot of athletes in their front seven. Can Carrollton withstand that physicality over the course of 4 quarters? I know Gainesville is solid too, but I think Parker may be a little more formidable. I'm gonna roll with Parker. Parker probably like by a touchdown, 4 to 7 points.
So who we talking about?
Parker Carrollton.
Parker is from where?
Alabama.
Birmingham.
How y'all pick the damn game?
Big game.
Carrollton just beat Gainesville. Gainesville run Alabama.
Parker. Wait, hold on. Parker just won a state title last year, bro. Put some respect.
Tom, it's in Alabama.
What do you mean it's in Alabama? So
it's like saying, so and so just won the private school state playoffs in Georgia. Nobody cares. It's private schools. They suck.
Alabama schools do not suck.
All right. Moody came over here and lost 49-0.
Georgia undefeated right now.
Thompson came over here and lost to Grayson with a quarterback who was playing his first game. Come on now. What are we talking about, man? Carrollton about to steamroll Alabama. They already take all y'all best players. They got the bus going over there picking them boys up from the gas station and bringing them to Carrollton. I'm going to go with Carrollton. I'm going to go with young babyface killer, CJ Cypher. He's going to throw for over 200 yards, probably 2 touchdowns. And Carrollton is probably going to win by 5 touchdowns.
Go ahead, Mark.
I think Carrollton won't disappoint. I'm just going with the home state. I'm just looking at, I think it's kind of a difference between, Georgia and Alabama, which I'm not saying Alabama's not a good, state for football, which, that's the only thing to do down there. But I got to go with Carrollton in this one. I can't go against our home state. So give me Carrollton.
Well, got to expand your horizon, man. Get out a little bit, though. Man, I'm going Parker, man. Parker with an upset on the road, man. Rolling with them, man. They got one of the top quarterbacks in the 2027 class. A lot of people don't talk about enough, man. He can sling that thing. They get the ball on the outside, man, to Kentrell Davis, who's obviously committed to Georgia Tech. Stud. They can run the ball, obviously, with Chancellor Sparks. Another stud. They got Bodney Cleveland, the Texas commit on the defensive line. They got linebackers. Hey, man, they loaded. I'm going Parker. Hey, I feel you. There's levels to it. I feel you, Jimmy. You're right. Carrollton did beat them last year. The game was on ESPN. Hey, man, I agree with y'all. Georgia is obviously ahead of Alabama. But put some respect on Alabama, too, in their name. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to put some respect on their name when they stop getting blown out. What's his name? The quarterback, he was a 4-star. He came over here and got beat despite them having like 5 or 6 turnovers. And then you naming all these commit. Shit, last time I checked, Douglas County got the most stars ever on defense, and we seen how they go. So, hey, again, Carrollton, I said about 5 touchdowns. I'm stick with that. 5 touchdowns.
Disrespectful, bro. I hope somebody from Alabama see this, bro.
They don't even have Wi-Fi in Alabama. A whole bunch of people who can't read and bathe twice a week. Let's go, Carrollton, baby.
Bathe twice a week.
Barely twice a week. They got outhouses in Alabama. They ain't got no water coming into their house. They go to the lake. They pour it in a big pot. They heat it up. They boil it. They wait till it cool off, and that's what they use to bathe.
Like, are you referring to Amish people? Like,
Carrollton steamrolling Parker. Parker don't even know what steamrolling means.
Oh, here y'all go with this hype. CJ Cypher, the real deal.
Wow.
Mhm.
Bro, he was 14-17 against Gainesville at Gainesville, going against that D line. He is the real deal. He threw a pick, and the pick that he threw, I was like, oh, that's acceptable because that was just an amazing play by the defense. He was about to throw a slant. It was an RPO. Fake the run. He pulled up to throw the slant. Dude came across the pick the ball. I wasn't even worried about it. He only missed 3 passes. Babyface killer. About to put it on Parker again. Let's look at Parker record. Hold on before we go to the next. Thunder and Herd. These are hideous colors. Oh, they were 14-1 last year. Wow.
I literally said they won a state championship.
They got blew out by Carrollton. You keep saying, oh, they won a state championship. It's Alabama. It don't mean nothing. It's like winning the Puppy Bowl, like a Thorough versus Cedar Road game. Thorough versus game.
Put some respect. It's not like that, bro. What?
I'll put some respect on them when they stop getting their ass whooped. This one I'm gonna put some respect on them. Josh Niblett won how many state championships in Alabama and how many state championships he got in Georgia? It's obviously a difference. It's
like
a difference.
4 or 5 though.
It's a difference.
Parker's like what, 6'8", 6'7", 8"?
Yeah, bro. Parker's good, bro. He sleep. He'll see though. When they win, hey, just get your apology ready for Parker when they win. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Let's put Juicy Crab on the game. Stand on business.
I've been still on business. You ain't still on business. When Lovejoy beat East Coweta, you ain't see nothing.
So we put Juicy Crab on this game?
We put Juicy Crab on the other one you didn't want to play. Now you want to put Juicy Crab.
You want to put Juicy Crab on this game?
No, I already did that game with you. And
exactly,
I ain't get paid
because
nothing.
you don't believe they're going to win. You ain't standing on business. You got 10 toes, and you ain't using now one of them.
So stupid.
I know, bro. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's go back to the ATL, man.
We can do a bet. We can do a bet that don't involve food. You got shave. You got to shave all your beard.
Man,
I got to shave my head bald.
Head bald is crazy.
So you gonna do it or not?
Nah, but I can't shave my beard, but I'm gonna look like a little ass kid, bro.
That's what I thought. All the Parker people, all the Alabama people, that's how he really feel about you.
I can't shave my beard, bro.
Actions speak louder than words.
I'm not going bald there, nah. I like
he had to lose. He got a loss to spare. He was 7-3 last week. He was like, I can afford a loss. I don't care. Stupid.
Dumb, bro. All right, let's go back to the ATL, man. Cedar Grove, Douglas, Atlanta, two teams I know you love, Mark.
Nah, man, this is not even the best game in the city,
You
man.
said Cedar Grove
Versus Doug.
We picking a game with Cedar Grove involved?
I don't know,
You better
man.
go call
They-
Bama and beg them to come back because y'all about to go on a losing streak. Y'all about to get y'all head beat in by the team that's not even that good. Give me Douglas by 3 touchdowns, please.
They actually 3-1 this year.
They play okay, bro. Okay. Parker won a state championship last year.
Man,
It don't
this
mean
game is
nothing.
going to be tricky, man. I mean, it's a region matchup. But for the most part, it can go either way. But give me Doug down a hot streak. I think they're clicking now. They're clicking. They understand how to win now. So give me City Grove. Oh, my bad. God damn, Marcus. Give me Doug. Sorry, give me Doug.
All right, he got Doug. All right, Bacon.
Gotta go Doug here, man. City Grove has not bounced back since the change of the guard, man. Gotta go big Doug. Shout out to Coach Pritchard. Shout out to Trey Oliver.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Doug as well, man. Shout out Caleb Roberson, man. He's been doing his thing. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go Doug. I think Doug wins this one. Like you said, Mark, hot streak 3-1. They've been doing their thing, man. I think they come out on top. All right, man. Let's go like Middle Georgia now. Perry and East Coweta. East Cowetta's played a tough schedule. We know how talented they are. Bacon, we've been to a game. Perry's a nice team down in Middle Georgia. Won a state championship a few years ago. In 4A, man, we know how great their head coach is. But Bacon, I'm gonna start with you, man. Who you rolling with in this one?
It's a tough one.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I really want to go Perry, but I'm probably gonna go Perry. They got a good squad on there, man. They got a solid quarterback. They got a lot of playmakers on the outside. I like the tight end. I was watching a couple of their film a couple weeks ago, man. They got some good DBs, man. Especially EC going on the road, man. It's gonna be tough.
Home game. Home game for
it's
EC.
a home game for EC. Nah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm still gonna go Perry, man. So hopefully the boys prove me wrong, but unless I need the wins. But anyway, I'm rolling with Perry in a close one, 10-point win. Perry.
10-point win, Perry. All right, Mark, going to you.
Give me Perry.
Oh, hey, he was quick for that one.
Fun fact: can East Coweta make the playoffs?
It's not that lose this game.
I mean, they ain't played
It's
region yet.
non-region. It's non-region.
It's not region. They ain't played region yet. They can be 0-5 and non-competitive and make playoffs. Yeah.
Let's see.
Look at their schedule though. Look who they played.
Because there's only 5 teams in the region.
Or come out.
So it'll be Carrollton, Douglas. It'll be Carrollton, Douglas County. Wait, Carrollton, Douglas County, Chapel Hill, East Coweta.
Oh yeah, they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not missing nobody.
Nah, you good. It's just
Carrollton, Westlake, Chapel Hill, and then them.
Yeah.
I really want to go with East Coweta. I really do.
Facts.
But you're going with Perry.
But Perry beat Benedictine last year. Like Benedictine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not willing to bet no juicy crab on East Coweta. You lost to a Clayton County team. That is embarrassing. You had the game wrapped up. It was 21-0 at halftime. It's Clayton County, the worst county in Metro Atlanta. Can't change my mind on that. Facts is the facts. Any coach that disagree with me and want to hop in my DM and argue and lose, go ahead, because y'all been losing just like your teams do every Friday night. But I'm going to go with Perry.
All right, great picks by y'all. They played Houston County tough this year, 12-7 victory for them. I'm going to go with the upset, man. I believe in East Coweta, man. I'm going to go with them with a big-time dub. I know y'all going to look at me crazy as hell, but you got the Hurd twins or Hurd brothers, however you want to say it on the offensive line.
Don't say that boy name. I know you're a fan of him. I know you're a fan of him.
Hey, say what you want. Hey, say what you want. They both are really good, 6'7" up in height. They can run and
saw them at the Tech
that
game.
What?
I saw them at the Tech game. They look good in orange and blue. Don't bank on them sticking with Tech.
All right, locked in again.
Where you hear orange and blue from? They're gonna go to Florida. Their coach might not even be there.
I know who Coach is gonna be there.
You said what?
I know who Coach is gonna be there. Coach Spencer Danielson on the blue. Boys, baby.
Spencer
they ain't going to
Colorado.
You don't stop.
Yeah, that's what they said about Terrius Favors when he got that Georgia offer, huh? Know what they said, huh?
My boy, that Terry
Know
what they said about DeMar Clemens.
Man,
That's what they said about DeMar Clemens when he got that Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? That Penn State offer, huh? Oh, okay.
So they finna leave a team that's on the rise. It's 3-0. And potentially make a college football playoff to go to Boise State, a team that's
been on the rise, not even on the rise. A team that's been on the top.
What have they done at the top besides make college football playoff?
Who got the most conference championships in college football right now?
In the Mountain West?
Who got the most? West. Who got the Oregon, Georgia, Oklahoma? All got. You know what I'm saying? All got them hands. Who got the most 10-win seasons right now? Who going to Pac-12 and they just signed a deal with ESPN, which means more money on for the fun on? Who? Oh, okay. Don't do Boise State like that. You trying them like it's Parker.
They ain't as good as you
this is not Alabama.
They're not as good as you making them seem. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But Oregon was the number 1 team in the country last year, and they only lost by 3 points. Got it. They're not that good though.
I mean, I forgot a loss is a loss, ain't it?
No, it's quality losses, and then it's quality wins. When Florida State lost, you see, and they lost. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened to them? They were just out of the playoffs because somebody got hurt. A loss is not a loss. Not in college football.
Them boys ain't leaving Tech to go to no Boise. Sorry. Prove me wrong though.
Georgia Tech, they offered favors, right? Favors.
I mean, favors has already been locked in with Boise. That's favors.
Georgia Tech offered favors. Georgia Tech also offered his tight end.
That could be all right.
Go on in this game. They offered a tight end too, but he's still taking the OV. Go on in this game.
There you go. All right, let's go East Paulding versus New Manchester. Trajan Batty, I got you. I'm gonna tell you about winning football here in just a second. Okay. Appreciate that comment and following along on the show. Drew, I'm gonna start with you. East Paulding versus New Manchester. Who you got?
Who is East Paulding? Well, I don't even know their colors. What are they colors?
Raiders.
And New Manchester.
Old fence to help you out.
Bro, I don't really care about the commits no more. Not after seeing Douglas
not
County.
Committed.
I mean, I don't really care about their recruiting stuff after seeing Douglas County. I go with East Paulding. New Manchester, they got Delancey Alexander. He can ball. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with them.
Go ahead, Mark.
Give me New Manchester in this one. Too many dynamic players on the offensive side. Broad Spence, I think they just can't get it done. I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they are a little too inexperienced for this year. Man, they had a lot of players last year, man, that kind of, to pick up a lot of the pieces. But this year they're they too young and inexperienced. Give me New Manchester in this one. New Manchester defense, man, it's been great so far. So give me New Manchester in this one.
All right, so you're going New Matt Bacon.
I like DJ Alexander, man. You know what I mean? He's a talented quarterback. I see East Paulding kind of struggled with Rome last week or the week before. This past Friday. So I'm gonna roll with New Man to remain undefeated behind DJ Alexander.
Ooh. I'm with Julian, man. I'm rolling with East Paulding, man. Both Spence. I like how they can run the ball. I think they're gonna be able to come out on top, run the ball, and then play action. So they 2-2 on a year, man. But I think East Paulding is gonna have enough in order to come out on top in this one. All right, let's address this comment, man. How Najee feel about 1A football? Now, when you ask this question, Trajan Batty, are you asking about 1A Class A Division 1 or Class A Division 2? Now, if you're talking about one is very talented, right? You got Worth County at the top. We know about their quarterback and how good he is. They got Fitzgerald. That's really one of the games of the week down there in South Georgia, man, to see who comes out on top. Fitzgerald lost their head coach, Tucker Pruitt, but he got a new head coach at the helm, and they've looked equally as good. Toombs County, without Lagonza Hayward, who's at Florida right now, they've been a team playing really good football. Justin Powell has been stepping up big time for them, 111 rushing yards in their last game with just 9 carries. They've been spreading the ball around. getting different playmakers involved, man. The team I got circled, though, is Hurd County. That's the team I got a chance to see this week up close and personal. They got get the ball to Buck Cofield. They can run the ball. And Darian Coleman. They got Ethan Tisdale with the RPO game. He never gets rattled. Defensively, they got guys, Max Lassiter, guys all over the field that can play at a high level, man. So that's my kind of sleeper in Class A Division I. But the team I think to beat is Swainsboro. Swainsboro has JBO Smith, top 2027 linebacker, man. Absolutely loaded. Kid is a stud. They can beat you also in a multitude of ways. The field goal kicker is really good. They got Marco Danford, who rushed for 114 yards and a touchdown. So they got a bunch of pieces, man, as well. So if I had to say a favorite, I'm going to go with Swainsboro. I know Worth County is really good. And my sleeper in that conference is definitely going to be Hurd County. Oh, no, I'm asking because yeah, man, me and Bacon was talking about that earlier. Yeah, I mean, that game was great, man. So I know Caden Prothero went out, the Georgia commit, but I thought he did a really good job of overcoming that 2017 deficit. I like Hurd County chances. It's going to be tough because them Swainsboroughs in there, them Toombs County, and Fitzgeralds, like they're going to be able to run the ball and really bleed out the clock. So you got to really take advantage of your possessions. I feel like Hurd County is one of them select teams that can do that and they can play at a high level. I still like Bowden in Class A Division II. He just played a little bit of steeple competition, lost some pieces from last year, but Josh Hopkinson sling that rock, and he obviously got, the unguardable 6'7" wide receiver / tight end in Caden Prothero. So one day it'll be interesting.
For sure. I think Hurd County's got to let Ethan open it up a little more against other teams. I think him running that ball kind of like Coach said about him reminding him of Haynes King. Running him like that against certain teams, it's probably not going to work in their advantage. I think you gotta spread out a little more. That's just my opinion.
Great take, Bacon. But yeah, appreciate y'all commenting, man. Keep leaving the comments. We'll address them as much as we can. All right, this one I may go to this one. I'm kind of torn. I might have to see what Mark going this week or even Bacon because the games this week just ain't as good as it was last week. But Archer Newton. Let's start with Mark. Who you rolling with in this one?
Newton. Physical. Newton too physical. Newton.
All right, that was a tough one. Go ahead, Drew.
Jordan Doe had a phenomenal game against somebody, and they still lost. Too bad he don't play defense. Newton, three-headed monster. Kevin Hartsfield might go for, depending on how if they let him stay in, but he probably gonna go for about 175.
Bacon.
Newton.
Y'all boys quick with it. All right. I'm going with Newton too, man. Watch out for Marion Wallace, man. Been trying to set my guy up, man, with a couple college programs, man. I hope it works out in his favor, man. Special talent. Got a chance to interview him. Thanks to Julian down there to the left, the clown himself. But I hope my guy continue to get them D1 offers rolling in, man. I'm going with Newton. Kevin Hartsfield, the quarterback, slept on as well, man. They got weapons on the outside. I'm going with the Rams.
300 plus rushing yards.
It's a lot.
Jordan Doe still gonna have a phenomenal game. What?
Oh yeah, I feel like this game is gonna be very tested for Newton's secondary. Truth to be told, because Archer do have some outside receivers that can really take the top off, and Jordan Doe he's gonna try everything in his power, to get the win, but Newton they just too physical. They're not going for it, so I got to go with Newton in this one.
Great picks. All right, we're going back to South Georgia one more time, man. Brooks County versus Pierce County. Bacon, I'm going to start with you on this one.
It's a good game.
We're going to go Brooks County.
All right, that's short and sweet. All right, Mark.
I like Pierce County a lot, man. For them. But this is a good game, by the way. But give me Brooks County in this one.
Okay. All right, Mark. Going Brooks County. Julian?
Well, I seen Brooks County versus Lyndon Worthy. They need to be thankful that he's not playing in this game because he'll do him up again. But even though he's not playing in this game, you still going to get dead up. Pierce County about to go to 5-0. Y'all about to go to 1-4. You can't do nothing about it. Pierce County, all day. Tradition. Shout out to Stetson Bennett. And all the other people who are alcoholic anonymous with them. Hope y'all do good in y'all rehab.
Man, crazy, bro. I'm going to go Brooks County, man. I think that victory they picked up last week was big for them. We know about, some of the top guys. Obviously, Travis Stevenson Georgia Tech commit. They got George Lamons, who's the top tight end in the country. I think that's going to help them. Pierce County, though, is a team that's going to dump you. So, it's all about physicality, man. Can you be physical for four quarters against them boys? If you're Brooks County, you want to start this game off fast. You don't want to fall behind. You don't want to allow them to get up on you and run the ball. But that victory, 21-3, they really shut down Fitzgerald, a really good team, man. So I'm going to go with Brooks County, big-time victory for them, upsetting Pierce County, having them the first loss of the year.
Nah. Pierce County good every year. Yeah. I don't see them boys in person about 3 or 4 years in a row. No matter who they lose, DJ Bell, Cater McGatha, they always come back. And they don't even have – it's only like 17 people in the entire Pierce County. I don't even know how they keep doing this.
What?
But that's a well-coached team, extremely well-coached team. What they should be doing in Alabama, because they ain't got nothing else to do because they don't got Wi-Fi, that's what Pierce County is doing, and that's why they always make playoff runs. They always have winning seasons. Pierce County going to win by like 3 touchdowns, and if you want to bet some juicy crab on them, let me know. Because I don't have my shoes on right now. I'm standing on all 10.
I can't with this man's you, but he is a clown, bro. Straight clown.
And he did not bet juicy crab for the second time.
Not on that one.
That's our spot, by the way. That's our spot. So
Marcus, you trying to go to juicy crab afterwards? We can, man. I got some money in the what's the name? In the thing in between the seats. I found $100 in that the other day. So we can go to juicy crab.
Why you gonna treat us to why don't you pay up your bet first?
After the show?
Yeah, after the show. What you mean pay a what bet?
Yeah,
what we bet on?
The East Coweta and Lovejoy again. Why don't you treat us to that?
I didn't bet juicy crab. I bet push-ups. I went back on YouTube and watched that. I bet push-ups.
Man, and you ain't did none yet.
I do them on camera. I just go back on YouTube and see how many I said. I do them on camera. East Coweta, y'all need to be doing some damn push-ups too. Lose to Lovejoy. It's in the name, Lovejoy. You don't lose to a team called Lovejoy with baby blue uniforms. Come on now.
Hey, put some respect on the boy.
Lovejoy doing good too, by the way.
Lovejoy don't play nobody.
Crazy, man. All right, final game predictions, man. North Cobb, North Paul, Drew, you starting up this one, man. You always got a controversial take whenever we talk about North Cobb, so go ahead and start it up.
Well, since Teddy want to show up to the game and act like he good again, I'm gonna go with North Cobb. Shout out to Michael Billingsley. I need Sebastian Ely to have a crazy game. My boy Christian Woods, he down. I think he rolled his ankle or something like that. But Sebastian Ely, like he got the measurables, he got the speed and everything. You finally got a quarterback. Please throw the ball to this boy. And they got my favorite secondary. You got Markey, Keyshawn Alexis still working on his recruitment. I think he got a visit up to Memphis within the next week or two, or it might have been this past weekend. And then you got Dylan Rainey, Azias Helms, one of the top 2028 cornerbacks in Georgia. So I'm gonna go with North Cobb. I got them winning by 3 touchdowns.
Mark,
this is a good game, by the way. This is a great game. I think the last 2 years it has been very with a lot of points. Man, it's just, man, it's very tricky too, man. I really need a win, when it comes to it. I don't want to say North Cobb, but I like the North Paulding team. They got a good quarterback, Tyler. He can spin it. Who has the better defense, really? I want to go safe. Give me North Cobb in this one. Give me North Cobb. They bounce back. They're back, and this is a region. They need this. They need this win to be considered region champs. I'd rather take the risk for going with North Cobb because I know you're going with North Cobb. So if we lose, that's fine. So give me North Cobb. Being strategic here. So give me North Cobb.
I'm dead. Go ahead, Bacon. I'm dead.
Yeah, man. I think at this point in time, this one we at least I kind of expected Ted to kind of catch that rhythm, slow start, but kind of week 5, week 6, kind of get comfortable with those receivers. So I think, Teddy's going to remain on fire, probably beats North Paulding by 14.
Yeah, North Paulding is always a really, good coach team, good defense, man. This game's on TV, man. So, like I said, you want to see if you for real. Yeah, GPB picked this game up. So yeah, this is gonna be on TV. North Carolina obviously got Markel Taylor. You know what I'm saying? He's a stud, a guy. We'll see obviously what happens moving forward. But an absolute stud, man. So North Carolina is a good team. They can run the ball, really good quarterback, as y'all mentioned. But I believe in Teddy, and I believe in the Warriors, man. I think it's a game they continue to keep trucking along, keep making that noise, and people are going to continue to sleep on them. But I think this is going to be a team that you just see, oh, wow, they're this record now. Oh, they've won this many games in a row. I think that the start of that was last week, beating Walton. I think you're going to see them continue to kind of hit that stride. Enough cops for me.
Now, I know y'all looking at this because one of y'all coaches just texted me. Don't mess me over. Don't mess me over. Teddy, I seen you in the paddock camp. I was like, man, you know what? We talk about people in these group chats. And I'm grateful that my IG got suspended because so y'all can see what I said about y'all. But Teddy, I was like iffy on you when you was going to 6A. I was like, you know, he did all that, but it was just 2A private school playoffs, you know, slap dicks. Nobody cares. But now you in 6A. I don't think he's gonna play like that. But then I seen you in person at the paddock camp, and I was like, oh my God. I might be like Nige. I might be over your house playing a video game and stuff with you. You know what I'm saying? I became a Teddy fan after seeing you in person.
There you go.
But God, Teddy, please don't make me look bad. I'm going with you. I got bets on your stats. I'm hitting parlays out here. I need you to throw for at least 230 and 2 touchdowns. I got $1,000, but I don't got $1,000. But I do got $50 on the stats though with somebody.
You know what, sad you that message ain't gonna be received. I got you, Teddy. I know you be watching, man. Shout out to Mama Gerard. Shout out to Pops Gerard as well, man. Hey, man, all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be quick. I did my soliloquy last week. Teddy, man, keep doing your thing, man. You know you special, brother. You know how good you is, man. Keep doing your thing.
I got money on you. You better be special.
Nah, we don't got no money. Keep proving your dollars wrong. Keep balling. There's a reason you was in South.
I bet it on him.
There's a reason you was in South Bend last week, brother, watching that game against Texas A&M. Don't forget that. You'll be just fine. Teddy.
There was a reason Sire Hardaway won in South Bend. He's not 6'3".
Oh, okay.
Do your thing, Teddy.
You said what?
Here you go. Here you go, bro. I said keep doing your thing, Teddy. Here you go, dude.
Hey, Teddy, you better do your thing. I got $50 on these stats.
All right, man.
Those are your thing. You gonna owe me some money. Take all your allowance. You know, took out the trash and clean the dishes for no reason.
Well, making them the game picks, brother. I throw it to you and Mark, man. That's mainly all the topics. I kept it short because I know we was gonna have on guests today.
Yeah, we should have Darnell's pop coming on here in a second.
All right, bet.
Mark Kelly?
Yeah, yep.
We gotta get Darnell Kelly and Darrell Steen on at the same time. Yeah, they know each other.
Always trying to
they know each other. Darrell put Darnell when I 7 on 17. I think he's a rec ball coach too.
What you were saying, Notch?
I was throwing to you, man. If you had any big hot takes, you know, any, you know, because remember, Mark, you supposed to be you got your notepad, right? You're supposed to be keeping track of the hot takes.
I don't got no notepad, man. It's all up here.
Nah. Remember last week I designated you. I was like, you supposed to, and then making sure that the little notepad. You supposed to be keeping track, little pen and paper. Okay?
Oh yeah.
This already making things this. So if anybody got any hot takes, go ahead and drop them now. Hot takes.
That I mean, Langston struggled, you know, in the first half versus Banneker. That's one thing I can. So one thing about my Trojans, we fight. We fight. You know what I mean? We the last. My class was the last team to make the playoffs. You know, we lost to Thomas Castellanos, but it's okay. We fight. We fight at Banneker.
Y'all fight off the football field, and that's why y'all got the metal detectors inside y'all school.
So, you know, even though we're gonna go 1-9, 0-10 or 1-9. Well, we won.
Who that one win gonna be against?
Huh?
Who y'all gonna beat?
We beat Osborne, man.
Osborne is awful.
Yeah, we got to play Northgate. We got to play Lovejoy. We got to play McIntosh, Noonan. We not winning. So go ahead and write the check. Marcus can be the offensive coordinator. I can bring in my luggage. And we can be great again. We can be great again. I know the school like the back of my hand. So let's make that happen, man.
I'll let Marcus bring his luggage in. Gonna be shot, Dr. Brandon.
Oh, bro.
Can't walk in that school with no Louis V. You gonna get robbed.
Oh man, something's wrong with you, man.
Douglas County about to run through the rest of their schedule.
They lose to Carrollton.
Oh yeah, they gonna They will definitely lose to Carrollton. Unless everybody gets sick. But yeah, Columbia, East Coweta, Westlake, Chapel Hill, they're gonna go 7-3.
My thing is though, speaking of Columbia, they 0-4. They play Cal this week. That's kind of crazy. Like they will be a lose. They'll make the playoffs, but is they satisfying with losing? That's what it looks like.
They are satisfied with losing because they got Douglas County right after Cal.
Mm-hmm.
They about to go 4-5, and I bet you they're not even getting played.
I think it's the reverse. I think it's the reverse psychology, and I think they overstepping and over boundarying. If you get what I'm saying, because you are 2-18, and once you make the playoffs and you lose to a 2-18, what was the point of scheduling these teams anyway? If y'all get what I'm saying, I think they overstepping because them playing these teams are not obviously making them better. Because if it was making them better, you had Jaden Ball, you had all these big time. Like Columbia always had talent. For them to always have talent and not win a 2-way championship, that means you are overstepping. This is not making these players better. Obviously, because you had the same schedule last year and you playing these high-rated teams and you're not winning a state championship, something is wrong. I'd rather schedule some teams that I can beat on, build a rapport, make players build confidence to set up a state championship. But this is bizarre. This is really bizarre. They're not satisfied. I think they're happy they're losing to these teams. Like I said in the beginning of the season, if Columbia doesn't win a state championship, they have subpar coaches, they have subpar offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, because there's no way. If you look at this roster, they have a lot of talent. They got a quarterback from Union Grove that he's doing a phenomenal job. You lost to Doug. I don't know what's the issue. They went
0-6 last year. They lost the first 6 games. They did the same. They're doing the same thing they did last year. They lost.
That's what I'm saying. But on paper, their team. If you look at this team, go to a practice, you're like, man, this is a state caliber type of team. They got a great coach. Greg Burnett is a good coach.
They're not a state.
I think they send these kids up for failure to play these teams, man. I'd rather play the Miller Groves in the world, or they play Miller Grove. I'd rather play some non-region teams that I can easily beat on and prepare myself for a state championship.
They don't want to do that. That's
well, they're doing it now, and it's not working, obviously.
I mean, they did it last year, and look how far they went.
Your expectations are way
too high for Columbia. Should be state championship. They have a state championship caliber type of team.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Carver Atlanta would wax them. Carver Columbus would wax them. Pierce County would wax them. Rockmart and Morgan County would wax them, and Callaway already beat them. They do not have a state championship. They're gonna go. The best they can do is go to the third round.
So you're saying that they can potentially. I mean, they can go deep in. So I look at it. Okay, if you go deep in the state playoffs, that means you can win a state championship. Yes or no?
Sure.
They're not going deep.
They went deep last year. They went to the third round, right? Third round or
second. They played Pierce County.
Second round.
Granted, they played Pierce County. Went to the second round.
They went to the second round.
They lost 31-24 to Pierce.
And they would lose worse this year.
So I think more so knowing their program, they're not looking to beat them no-name teams I won't say no.
But it's not making you better.
They would rather play those teams, see what the competition level is like, learn from it, and see how far away they are, and use that to motivate the kids. That's more so what that team
Bro,
is.
That
You're not
doesn't.
learning
I
nothing
understand
playing
what you're saying.
Cartersville, Carrollton, Cale, Douglas County. You're not learning anything. You really just getting obliterated. Like you don't stand a chance.
It's stupid to me. Honestly, I think it's very stupid because if you wanted to schedule those teams, the reverse psychology, you're a state champion, then yeah, you schedule those teams, but you're scheduling these teams to get to a state championship.
But
and
how you
not make it far. It doesn't make sense.
I feel you, but how you ever gonna get there if your region as Reed's and it's not the same South Atlantic team that had Kewan Brown, Miller Grove, Reed, and Salem? Does that get you any better for the state playoffs?
I mean, it's
With-
still not.
with Columbia- with Columbia
scheduling
talent,
these teams are not getting you ready for the state playoffs. Obviously, you can't pass the second round in 2A.
They could have
So what's
scheduled
the
some 3A teams or some 4A, 3A, 4A teams looking for a game. They didn't have to go get the top guys in Georgia. Like Cartersville.
Me personally, I think
really
showing them that
beat
they trying to. Oh, we play all. No, like you lost to Doug. What's the point? Prime example. How do you lose to Doug? No. Answer this question. How do you lose to Doug and you play Carrollton? You play Cale.
Cartersville.
No excuse.
I feel you.
Because if you play those teams, you should be the team like Doug or Miller Grove or all those teams. So it's pointless. What they're doing is pointless and it's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Y'all entitled to that. I'm just telling you from knowing their program, that's how they see it. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how they view it. I don't see necessarily a problem. I feel y'all maybe lessen up playing all them top tier teams, maybe play 2 or 3. But at some point, you got to see where you match up.
But
and I'd rather
kids do not want to get their ass beat.
I understand, but I'd rather get beat by an elite team knowing, okay, hey, that's how they run their program. This is how they're good. This is what they do. And take back that knowledge I get and retain from that film and apply it to my kids and show them what they can do. That's just me.
So you rather play Carrollton and lose. And when you play Doug, you still expecting to lose?
No, you're expecting to win.
That's not them, obviously.
You go in the game expecting to win. You play the tough
Yeah,
competition to see where your team is at and to learn from it.
But what I'm saying is, you play these. So listen, their mindset, they schedule these teams to beat the mediocre teams, right? Obviously, right? But it's not happening. It's not happening. Like they lost to Doug. Doug doesn't even have a quarterback. They haven't scored a touchdown. They haven't scored in 3 weeks before they play Columbia. Like that doesn't make sense to me. What I'm saying is they in DeKalb County. Obviously, if you win games in DeKalb County and you can get whatever you want, obviously. I would have thought that as a coach. Okay, let me schedule these teams. There's no more powerhouses there's no City Grove. So let me schedule these teams.
It doesn't get you better. Who's the best teams in DeKalb besides Stevenson and Lithonia? Let me know.
Stevenson don't play anybody.
I mean, Stevenson made the semifinals last year.
Stevenson and Lithonia don't play anybody.
Stevenson
Hold on. Lithonia plays more competition than Stevenson.
That's fine. I'm just giving you the top teams from DeKalb.
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is Columbia can be on that same. They can be on that same trajectory. They're in 2A. If you win in 2A, I have seen it. Like I went to Hateville Charter. We had some of the best players. We scheduled some good teams. Don't get me wrong. But if you load talent up in 2A, you can get a state championship. Columbia is not thinking about that. They're not. Let's schedule these teams so once it comes to region, we can beat. No, like you went 2A. It doesn't like if you stack up the talent, you can get to a state championship. That's what I'm saying. And what are they doing? It doesn't make sense because as a spectator, you playing all these hard teams, and once you play a Doug, you should beat them because it just doesn't make any sense to me, man. And it's real stupid, honestly. Like I would have scheduled some teams that I can manhandle. Get some players in, win a state championship, because that's what they want to do. Obviously, they want to win a state championship. That's what Columbia wants to do.
But you ain't going to do that manhandling teams, as you mentioned. Okay. And you got to go up against the Carvers, the Carver Atlantas, the Columbuses. Like, you got to play somebody.
Will you win, though? But when you win and you got a winning record, parents and players are naive. They ignorant. They're not looking that deep into it. They're like, oh, I want to go play for a winning team. Then
I
you can attract more talented players than
That's
what you
what I'm
got.
saying.
You're playing top teams don't get you better. Coaching gets you better.
They
Team
can't
gets you better.
coach.
You can see what you. I agree with that. You can see what you need to work on in practice, and when you play a game against like a regular team or an average team, you don't have to play no top team and just get thraxed and beat the shit to get better and see what you need to work on. Like Carroll, let's just be for real, bro. Carrollton could have beaten them 70-0 they wanted to. If you saw the game, they were rotating players in. Cartersville, the same thing. Cartersville had them like 35-0 in the first quarter last year. Douglas County, if they wanted to, they can beat them 70-0. All you doing is killing the morality and the confidence of your players, and you embarrassing them. And then the coaches, you know why they schedule these games? Because they ain't got to play. You ain't on the field. That's why you schedule the games. How about you go get out there? Because the same thing that's happening to your boys is going to happen to your old ass. Bro, stop it, bro. Stop it.
I think it's stupid. I could have seen if they was a state championship team in scheduling these teams, but they're not. It's like pointless. It's just like shooting yourself in the foot for no reason. You know, it's
like Carver. We used to schedule them big boys. Like we used to play Buford, and we would play like one other real good team. But we also had the talent for that. Like when we played Buford, bro, they offense only scored 2 touchdowns on us, and that was with the number 1 quarterback in the country. And we were leading at halftime, I think, in both games. Like, but yeah, I think we were in the same. What's the name is Columbia at that time too. We should have been in 2A, but we were in 3A. But you just got to know the deal with your team, the talent of your team. And Columbia clearly and obviously does not have the talent to compete with top teams in Georgia. They need to play somebody like middle of the pack, 3A, 4A. If you want to play a 6A team, play like North Atlanta, like Wheeler or something like that. You know, play somebody that can beat. Or you got a chance at beating.
Bacon, any comment on the debate? Obviously, fellas gave their strong points. I gave my point. What you think?
I mean, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Mark Andrews making some good points. Really, everybody making good points. We got 2A school. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You think you're playing 6A school. If you're a good coach, then you taking things, bringing it back to you. But if you get, you know what I'm saying, your head blown in every time, you know what I'm saying, repeatedly over the course of a season, you know, so you're going to burn out your players, you know what I'm saying, kill their morale, especially when you go to a team like Doug and you still lose. Like, Coach, why are we could be playing some Sandy Creeks, we could be playing some Stars Mills, you know what I mean, some teams locally. You know, we getting back late, you know what I mean, wear and tear on the parents, you know what I mean. So I agree. Let's go 4 or 5 before we get to 6. You know what I'm saying? Try to play some closer game. Maybe work on our techniques better because we're playing against bigger players. You know what I'm saying? It may not be the best on you long term. So I agree.
All right. We'll leave it there, man. All right, Mark, Bacon. I know Drew's about to return. Any closing thoughts y'all fellas got, man, for we wrap up the show for the night, man?
Hey, man, what Marcus said about that defense being soft, he might point. Jay Johnson just played a game in his life. He ain't never played a game that good.
Appreciate that, Julian.
I think he had 5 total touchdowns. It was like 167 passing, 113 rushing. What are we doing, bro? This is a game manager. He's not. I don't think the offense scored a point. Then they got a pick 6 from the defense. I think Joel took it back. Very disappointing.
Can you write that down from Drew? Your mind, Mark. Get your pen and paper. Your mind.
What was the take?
Defense might just be soft. Go and put that down.
Defense
might be soft.
Yeah,
just like Marcus said they were, man. He keep getting his point proven. Jay Johnson, bro.
Noted.
Thank you. Keep a tab. Go ahead, Bacon.
Man, my biggest take, you know what I'm saying, Northgate's for real. We'll see how they fare up against when they play Langston, Lovejoy. But now they are legit for sure.
All right, there's Bacon's take. Northgate is legit. Mark?
My take is MLK. They're 4-0. They're making the playoffs this season. So shout out to Coach Kite, man, and especially, and they doing a good job. They're doing a really good job, man. So shout out to MLK and those good players and Jordan Perkins. Y'all, that name 6'1" DB Jordan Perkins, a senior, man. So Shout out to him and shout out to MLK. They play Pace this week, so
Oh my God, Pace is
they
awesome.
play Pace. Pace lost to Mays 22-0. So look for MLK. Damn, I sound like Mike McDaniel. Look for MLK to be 5-0 this week.
All right, another hot take. MLK 5-0 from QB Mark. My final take, man. This is for playoff related. I think we're gonna somehow, some way, we're gonna see another rematch, a Gwinnett rematch between Grayson and Buford this coming playoffs. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but they played a few years ago, and Grayson said, "We the real Gwinnett, or we run Gwinnett basically." Obviously, there's no rivalry between them two schools. I think we're gonna see that again in 2025. Man, them two gonna have to battle it out. I don't know what round, but to battle it out to see who wins the state championship at some
We
point.
can look at the playoff bracket. They got the regions on there.
Okay. You want to pull that up?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I think Stockbridge gonna have to lose to Creekside in the third round this year.
I think the court. I'm definitely.
Stockbridge, if they make it past the second round, yeah, they're gonna have to lose to Creekside in the third. I saw their playoff bracket.
I'm trying to look it up now. Hold on.
I like Stockbridge too, but it cannot be Creekside, bro. What are we talking about? I don't think Cartersville's
the team Grayson is.
Say it again.
What region Grayson is in?
I'll look region check 8.
I can pull it up.
Thank you. Buford is region 8.
Oh, got it. Region 8.
Yeah, and Grayson is region 4.
Region 4.
Excuse me.
If you just see him on that same side of that first row, then they.
Yeah, if they're on the same side, that means you're gonna have a sleeper on the other side.
I mean, Carrollton got to be on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, region 18-1 is on the other side. And then what was Grayson?
4.
They should be 4.
4. Yeah, they're on opposite brackets. If they both get the number 1 seed, yeah, they might face off in the state championship.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Try to pull up Carrollton. What side is region 2 on?
There it is, right here.
That's how it looks. But they be on different sides. So I can pump it up. Hold on. I see that.
A little bit.
Barely see. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Region 2.
Like region 18-1 would be like probably Buford. Buford should win a region. Region 14-1 will likely be Grayson. They're all the way over here. So probably in the state championship. I think they'll face each other.
That's my prediction for the most part. Buford versus Grayson. I like Deuce Smith. I think Deuce Smith is growing into his own. He's growing into his own. He's getting the job done. Obviously, he hasn't lost yet as a starter, so that says something, right? He's doing his. I mean, the defense is going to, as long as he doesn't turn over the ball, hand the ball off to Ashton Turner, give it to those receivers, he should be good. I mean, he should be good, man.
So Carrollton will have to go against what's the name? Where's the region 2 team 1? Yeah, Carrollton is gonna have to go against region 14-1. They're gonna have to go against Grayson.
Who, Carrollton?
Yeah, Carrollton gonna have to play Grayson in the third round.
Region 2, team 1, because they'll win their region. Where's that?
So, think Carrollton wins the region.
It's blurry on my computer.
Yeah, it is.
But they're on the left side.
Oh, they're right here. Yeah, so probably playing the quarters this year. I was looking. Yep. I got Grayson in that. You can say what you want about whatever freshman phenom, they're not beating Grayson.
No, they ain't.
They couldn't beat them with you last year, so hell no.
Nah, they not beating Grayson. Hey, Deuce Smith is way better. So, bro, the thing about him, bro, him and Travis, I don't think it's that much separation between them two. They just play differently. Honestly, guys. Deuce Smith is really good, bro. And Travis was
The
a game
difference is,
manager.
yeah. The difference is one's taller, one not. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
If Deuce Smith was 6'5", they'd be like, oh my God, who is this? But since he like 5'10", 5'11", they'd be like, oh yeah, he's pretty good. Nah, bro. They going to state championship.
not to his archetype is like I ain't gonna say that because I would like to see him run a little bit, but I was trying to kind of say I don't want to say Lenore Sellers because Lenore Sellers can take off, but he got the kind of he little stubby kid, he can get it done. He can get it done. I like his game. He can extend plays, man, and create. Like I said, as long as he don't turn over the ball, his defense is going to do their. Grayson defense is phenomenal. They're the best defense in the state, like best defense in the state. If he doesn't turn over the ball, he should be fine.
I don't disagree. Well, all right, man. I think that'll do it for tonight's show, man. Appreciate y'all fellas always tuning in. I don't know where our other two normals are at. I have sent it the last 2 weeks. I haven't gotten a response back, so I guess they're busy. But we'll see. We'll try one more time next week. See if we get them on, Mark and Jew. But that's going to do it for today's show, man. The Sizzling News Podcast. We're going to catch y'all in the next one, man. Same time, same place next Monday, man. You can catch me at Bacon on Thursday night. Y'all can catch me tomorrow. Jew, make sure you tune in, man. Tell the Tape Tuesdays. Back tomorrow at 7:15. Tune in. Till then.